H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. No, but I am on the West Coast. Jim is in Houston, Texas. But we coming to you live and just broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Wednesday, Women Rock Wednesday. I'm just I see you, I see you on there. I'm finna shout out to you. I got to wait till my women get on here first. Fellas, I love you, but you know how I have to do on this day. People texting me. Let me see. I see you guys. I see you, but I don't see no women yet. Not one woman on Women Rock Wednesday. Where they at, y'all? Let me give them a second. I can check this email. Hold up. Let me. You know, I mean, on my text right quick. Hold on. Let me see if they sent me something. They talking about. Let's try that. Let's try this. Man, I ain't got time to do all this now. Come on now. They sending me this stuff. Oh, okay. I got it. But what's up, everybody? I told y'all about this book I was reading called The Grift. In case you want to get a book, you want to understand what's going on when you see a lot of these people out here and not understanding how these people just can sit up here and spew all this stuff, especially people that look like us, spew all of this stuff out of their mouths and out of these people are getting paid a whole lot of money. And Clay Kane wrote this book called The Grift. uh, the Candace Owens, the Omarosas. They didn't threw Candace Owens to the dogs. They didn't threw Omarosa to the dogs. They're gonna throw all of them to the dog. But these people hey Sylvia, how you doing? But it's book called A Griff. If you like books, it's a unique book. And I'm following it. I hadn't read it all yet, but it's just talking about how guys like Tim Scott can do can vote for the bills and not vote for the bills that'll help people look like us. How Clarence Thomas, now a while back, y'all, we didn't even know these billionaires and these people were using Clarence Thomas. They were his instead of sugar daddies, they were his sugar billies, because sugar billy billionaires. And Clay Kane take you through a picture and a myriad of these things. He expresses that the grift. It just they don't care. Guys like Clarence Thomas don't care. So I just want us to just, in case we don't know, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to TSU. They play Rice this weekend. I think it's at 6 o'clock. I don't know if that's my time or your time, because I'm 2 hours behind y'all. But do me a favor, but when you're going over there, before you go over there, if you're not going to the tailgate, go over to Frozen 2.0 at TSU. Get you some food and some a frozen drink or two. And let me see. I saw some at the bottom of my screen. I didn't like this fuzzy. Okay, all right. Get you a frozen drink or two at 4711 Cleburne. Yeah, have that be your meetup spot before all of y'all go over there to Rice University on Saturday. But stop by Frozen 2.0. Okay, tell them the Chop Shop sent you. All right. Shout out to Francis Tiafo. He won I think it was his quarterfinal match last night, and he's gonna play again on Friday. What's up, Brandon? Hey, Belinda. Belinda. Okay, Belinda. Yeah, Belinda. Yeah, Belinda disappeared on us, y'all. Belinda disappeared on us, y'all, for a while. We got to check on her. She disappeared on us a little bit. But you know what? And through this election cycle, through this sports cycle, through all of these cycles, I want y'all do me a favor. You can't consume news from everyone. You got to find people that you can trust when you're getting your information, and it's imperative, y'all. It's imperative. I'm serious. What's up? What's up, Rob? Uh, Find people that you can trust when you're getting your information. Cause That's why I stopped what I said yesterday. Y'all notice I said, because I was mad at Tiger Woods a little bit yesterday because some people had sent me some stuff and some people that I thought I trust for correct information. But if you notice, I didn't say much about it. And I said, I got to check. See, this. And I just want y'all to follow this. Yesterday, they gave me some people that I know gave me some information. Talking about Tiger Woods was talking negative about Kamala Harris. And then I went, kind of a little bit on Tiger, if he did. But then I found out, because you know what I'm going to do. That's what I told y'all. If I find out he did it, I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. But I apologize. But I really didn't say nothing. I just said if he said it, then he was out of pocket. But find a few people to get your information from that you trust. That's what. Because there's so many people out there got hot takes, got shot takes. People out there that just will say anything. I'm just telling you, man, we got one, and they look like, some of us look like us, especially these sports shows. They just say stuff so we can talk about some of these guys, man. And I know y'all love some of these guys, but some of these guys, if you just sit back and listen to what they're saying, you'll sit there and say, whoa, 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 whoa. Find people that you can trust. Find a few people that you can get information from that you trust. Right? See, what I have to ask myself, what is the purpose of certain outlets and sites that make up fake quotes and put out false information? Think about that, Rob. Think about that, Darius. Think about that, Jeremy. Jeremy. Brand, Mr. Wheatfall, Tanya, Belinda. Y'all know when y'all was in school and college, and you had some people that just say stuff about people and they know it ain't right and they know it ain't true. And they put it out there to make people look bad. Have anybody know anybody like that? Reggie Simpson. Reggie Simpson. Talk to me. Tanya. I hope none of y'all never did it. Y'all, I didn't have time. Because y'all remember my mama raised me. Hey, don't use your words. Your words are powerful, son. Don't use your words to hurt another person. Sometimes, you have to be profound to be profane. Be profane to be profound. I'm sorry. But y'all talk to me now. Y'all know some. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh my good. Block Vision is in the building. That is Moody. Have y'all ever experienced that? Y'all know, y'all quit. Maybe y'all done did it. If you done did it, it's okay. I hope you done got delivered from it. Have y'all ever put out false information about people? Gary Carter, have you ever, Dorian, have you ever just got on your Twitter, got on your thing? She said, plenty of people, they don't have a life. Wow. Dorian, I went back through my whole life. Dorian, Gary, I went back through my whole life. I just don't see that I want to hurt nobody, because I learned a long time ago that words are powerful. Words start wars. Words start divorces. The wrong words to your wife is a divorce. The wrong word in a business deal, you lose the deal. Do y'all know how? That's why I choose the words that I say on this show. Sometimes y'all be saying, I know what I just said. And sometimes some of them don't be. I think about it and it said, well, I shouldn't have said it, but I said at that moment, I meant it. But what is the purpose, y'all? Can somebody help me? He said he'd do his best to deal with the factual. See, he even admitted he do his best, but sometimes, what would make me sit up here and write something that I know ain't true And I know I got all this influence. And I tell y'all this on this show. Y'all, I just can't do it. Tanya said, I've done a lot of things, Hatter, but putting out false information on folks, not some I love that. I love that, Tanya. I love that, Tanya. Had to catch myself doing certain things. Y'all, it's sometimes I wanted to tweet back at some of them people. Don't y'all know when them people that got tweeted about me last week, don't you know I wanted to tweet back at it? Don't y'all know? And I'm just watching some of these people on TV. I ain't gonna call their names because I don't want to give them no publicity. But they just be saying stuff, y'all. Y'all just help me. Just talk me off a ledge. Just y'all helping me today. Sometimes I help y'all a lot. Help me today. What is the purpose? Because somebody said for their personal gain. But what is the purpose of certain outlets and sites that make up false quotes and put out false information? What is the point of doing that, and why is it so popular? Had everybody ready to jump on Tiger Woods, and apparently he didn't say anything about anything? And it's just not us now. Them other folks do this a whole lot. Y'all got one running for president just talking about people saying anything about anybody. And some of y'all voting for him. But somebody told me, Mr. Hatter, you need to repeat this every day in the beginning of the show and the ending of the show, because some people might not be on an old show. He said, maybe, Robert, you need to do it in the middle. I know clickbait driven ad. I know that. I know, but how can you do it? The people that know me know I got a responsibility on this show. If you really know me, I'll never forget. There's a guy on this feed right now. When I first got on this show, he critiqued me. It was one of the greatest critiques. And he know who I'm talking about. I ain't gonna even call his name. But that was the greatest critique. He was just telling me, man, you got to get your filler words better. You got too many ums and ahs. So I went and studied how to prevent that. And it's normal. And it's perfectly human. All great speakers had to overcome that. They call it filler words because my brain is not giving me the words quick enough. So I have to say, and yeah. And sometimes I'll slip and still do it. But like right now, I could have, because my thought. But this young man came and said, Mr. Hatter, work on that. I said, you know how some people, Casey, I went and studied. I went and said, hold on. Let me see. Look at Gary said they steal our videos and merge them with others to get more clicks. They perform. And y'all, I had to come to one of those come to Jesus meetings with myself, because sometimes I want y'all to see videos and I want y'all to see the effect of the videos, and I wanted y'all to see stuff. And I don't use the videos because if you notice, if we have guests on the show, I never, ever, give me a thumbs up or let's share the show right quick. I never just, hey, y'all, we're going to have this guy on the show. Because what if that guy don't show up? I would hate to tell y'all, all of y'all coming over to see this guy. So you just have to show up, because ain't no telling who one day I might say, hey, man, I need you to be there. But I want y'all to give this to my young people, even if you don't believe it. But maybe if you take a look at this, maybe you about believe it. Especially you people place who say y'all don't care about politics, right? Because I got some friends that, man, I don't get into it too much. I don't care nothing about it. But your landlord does. That's how he keep your rent high. You don't care about politics, but your boss does. That's how he keeps your pay low. You don't care about politics, but your insurance company does. That's how he keep your premiums high. Your premiums high. So listen to me. Politics is involved in everything around you. So if you're not at the table, then you are on the menu. We need to be at every level and get involved from the dog catcher to the president. Make sure you're involved in every level of government. Because with your voice there, that means your voice actually matters. That's what I said. Not one lie told. You can't complain if you don't vote. Actually, you can, listen, you can abstain from voting, but you cannot abstain from the world created by those of us who do. Actually, I never understood the apolitical people, as though their lives aren't being affected whether they care about politics or not. I'm gonna get better at saying that because I got to get that out. I got to get that out because some of us just don't get it. Send that to my young people. Some of you old people need it too, but send it to you. But let me keep going. What was that? I'm gonna switch. I was thinking about the WNBA. It's Women Rock Wings. I was thinking about the WNBA today. I was thinking about 15 years ago, up until 15 until now. The WNBA was like a penny stock. You know, a stock that's worth a penny. Did y'all know some penny stocks out there? And but now it's on the verge of something great. Something they got a chance to have a boom or a bonanza. You can be bullish about the WNBA. And I'm sitting there watching, and I'm sitting there watching people playing these games on it, trying to pit Caitlin Clark against Angel Reese. And y'all already know there's one guy who's never, ever allowed that to happen on this show. Then I'm seeing about Nancy Lieberman talking crazy about Cheryl Swoops, and then Cheryl Swoops coming back at Nancy Lieberman. Nancy Lieberman talking all that stuff, and she done did some crazy ass. If you go and look her up, she done did some crazy, crazy stuff to women. But I'm watching, man. Shout out to both of them girls, man. Let me. I think I got these ladies. Shout out to the WNBA. But we always got guys like Charles Barkley. Just he got to say something, and I want y'all to hear it. Because no, I don't want you to hear it. I want you to go look it up yourself. Because he just shout out to Caitlin Clark. Shout out to the WNBA. You know, because 1 year after finishing with the worst record in the East, Clark and the Indiana Fever are headed to the playoffs in a rookie season. Yo, that's phenomenal. What a difference a year make. Skirl balling. They were 13-27 record last year, the worst. She got drafted the first overall pick, the first playoff appearance since 2016. You got to talk about that. But all of that other mess. Somebody just sent me some information. Hold up. Let me see. Let me see what it's on. Let me see. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me see if I can read this stuff. Okay, I like that. Somebody just send me some information, and I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. But let me keep going. Let me keep going. But then I listened to this video. It just popped up on my feed. It's what is his name? Marlon Wayans, one of the Wayans brothers. Y'all listen to this. They were on top of the world. Living Color. Living Color made history. Living Color changed the way that the Super Bowls did their halftime. And he was talking to Shannon Sharpe on this thing, so I didn't want to play it. I ain't play it because some of that stuff Shannon Sharpe have on this show, it's too much for me. But he said, my family. He said, my family, and you know what? And I'm gonna get back to this because when somebody says something on the feed, he said they tend to get away from sports topics and talk about players' personal. Let me tell you something, Dorian. Life has evolved because the players now are letting you know more about their personal lives than the players from the past. So their personal lives is fair game to talk about now. Let me repeat that. In the past, a sport, that's why I don't call the chop shop. Let me let people know, even this chop shop, it was derived from being in the barbershop. That's why they call it in the barbershop. What you do, you chop it up. I go to Dorian's barbershop. That used to be some of the greatest times I used to have going into a barbershop, so we could talk. I got to be friends with a lot of his customers. Got to be. I mean, it's just unbelievable. So this show, we talk about everything, the same thing the way we do it on the barbershop. And players now, we know more about their personal life because the players put it on social media. So, of course, it's fair game when you put it out there in public. Y'all follow me? It's fair game. It's fair to talk about their personal life because what? They talking about their personal life. They want you to know. They want the followers. They want this. They want to connect with their audience. Kevin Durant said it exactly. He said, yes, I go back and forth in my audience. How else they going to get a chance to talk to me like this? If they say something crazy, I'm going back and forth. He bringing you into his life. So a player is more than just a sports topic. They say they're more than an athlete. So if you're more than an athlete, we want to talk about more than what you do on Sunday. Did anybody get that? But that's a good one, though. Black Vision, I like that. But how can we separate it and it's out there for our consumption? How can I not talk about Tyreek Hill with all these baby mamas, 4 baby mamas in the same year? It's happening. It's out there. How can I not talk about the University of Georgia's football team and 24 of them got arrested for violations, traffic violations? 24 of the kids. It ain't but 100 some of them. 24 of them got arrested. How can that not be a topic? You follow me? But Marlon Wayans, good comment though. Good comment. So you gave me a chance to go there. Good comment. And I hope I'm making y'all think now. Marlon Wayans was talking. He said, my family said, y'all listen to this. My family said, F this money. And we all left living color. We all leaving. You ain't gonna F my brother. We're a family. You touch one, you touch all of us. He said they were offering us some big checks, $70,000 to checks back then to stay on the show. But he said something. I'm still a brother after this. That's my brother. No, I'm going to support my brother. And we all left the show. When we left Living Color, he said, I had $700 in the bank and $900 rent. I was broke. But he's a millionaire now. Did y'all hear that? Hey, Sonya. I just had to bring that up. And my basketball people out here, I got a question. Is the Basketball Hall of Fame a joke? I just asked a question. I didn't say it is. Is the Basketball Hall of Fame a joke? Because I'm looking at this class, Chauncey Billups. I never looked at Chauncey Billups as the Hall of Fame. Maybe y'all have. But that was a good one. That was a good one, Block Vision. I like that one. But Block Vision, we have, sports has evolved. These players, we know so much more about them, their personal lives now. Back then, we didn't. But I'm going to go back to it. Daddies Moody said, now it is. Chauncey Billups, I just don't think of him as a Hall of Famer. So that means Drew Holiday automatically get in. Because he did way more than Chauncey Billups have. And he got 2 gold medals. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. That's why I'm asking y'all. When I looked at Chauncey Billups, I didn't never look at him saying, hey, man, that's a Hall of Famer there. Brandon said, he said, no, it is. It is not a joke. No, it is. No, it is not a joke. He said, I'm assuming there's a committee and qualifications that go into the Hall of Fame considerations from there. The committee is probably voting on. I know, I understand. I ain't talking about the committee right now. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about how I think of players. That's just me. When I look at Chauncey Billups, I don't think of him. His contributions, and let me tell you something. I learned it's of your whole career. It's not just what you've done in NFL. I mean, excuse me, in the NBA. Now the NFL is different. Hey, but 250 of them, 350 of them, ain't that many NFL. But it's the NFL Hall of Fame. The basketball is the Naismith Basketball Hall. So it can be from your accomplishments through high school or coaching. But he ain't did none coaching, Chauncey Billups. He was all right in college. Somebody give me something that said, okay, why should this guy? He said the criteria for Sports Hall of Fame has obviously been drastically changed. Not football, though. Football is still trying to be, but yeah, they have let some questionable people in. You're right, Herb. But I just when I see stuff like that, I want to talk to some people. But shout out to my young people today. Grassroots basketball. I'm talking to a coach. I'm talking to a coach this morning, and he was just talking. We just kept talking. We talking. But I'm hearing some ball, and I know he in the gym. And I'm wondering, he wouldn't get on. I'm thinking, you know how I am. Man, if you working, get off the phone with me. You know, I didn't realize this was the first day the coaches can go out and watch players. But he was talking to me a little too long. Now that I know that, he was talking to me a little too long. But I asked him a question. He wanted to make sure I was clear on the question he asked me. It was very, you know, I just wanted to ask a question. And he gave me some thorough answer. But today was the first day that Division I coaches can come out. And shout out that thank you, Doug Jones, for letting me know. Let everybody know on your Twitter that the following coaches were at St. Francis Episcopal School. And I this morning, and I know they got LeBoy over there. They got the big fella. Y'all help me. What's my tall guy name? 7-footer. I had to forget the boy's name. Give me the kid's name, y'all. Help me. LeBoy. I can't believe I John LeBoy remember the boy name and not the big fella. What's the big fella name? Somebody give it to me. Y'all talk to me. What's the big tall kid, man? Oh my God. What's the little boy's name? Hold on. Let me. What's the kid? Nigel. Thank you, Herb. Aiden Law has officially transferred to Shadow Creek. This would make them one of the favorites to come out of Region 3. Hey man, I got a question. I saw some people. Hey, Jimmy and Doug, please get back in the ranking again, man. Because somebody put a ranking out now. I don't know who is Houston area or something. Somebody put out a ranking the other day that I just did something. I saw a ranking the other day, and I didn't put it down. See, it's so unimportant to me. But I remember something. Nigel Walsh. Thank you, Nigel Walsh. But ain't they got another player there? Because Sam Houston was there. Texas State was there. Rice was there. Louisiana Tech whole staff was there. And Corpus was there. This morning at 6:45 a.m. Who are their targets over there? Amari and Harvey. Thank you. I don't remember him though. I don't remember him. What's good about him? What's good about Harvey? Help me out. Harvey, man, I don't know you yet, baby. My bad. But if you ball, you know you're going to get the call, Harvey. Y'all tell me about Harvey. Tell me about Harvey's game, because I don't know nothing about his game. Because I really didn't watch that school that play that much. He said, yeah, the legacy. Is my kids in class yet? Y'all, I'm trying to find that text. Man, what? Hold up. I'm trying to find that tweet, man. I know I'll never find it. It's about Houston High School basketball. Hold up. Y'all, hold up. Then somebody said Christian Hodge. Who is Christian Hodge? I remember that name. Christian Hodge. I guess they was over there watching him too. He's good too. So they got all these players. He's like a 6'7" wing, good slasher defender. Okay. All right. Go on, Mr. Harvey. Harvey, I done shouted you out on the show today, Harvey. And man, I don't remember. See, because I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't think I watched them play that much. I can't remember. I remember Nigel. And Nigel, I'm sorry, man. My mind just had a brain a brain hiccup. So, but I know who you are, sir. Believe you me. I know who you are. I've seen you play in the summer. But them coaches over there at 6:40 a.m., man. 6:45. Anybody else know what some coaches that showed up at a school at this morning? Can anybody tell me? There's some coach. He said international experience really helped John LeBoy. More offers coming for him. Okay. All right. That's what Santini. Okay. More offers coming from him. Okay. Amarion is a long athletic wing that defends, slashes, and rebounds at a high level. So this team, hold up. So this team won everything that was in sight, right? Please tell me this team won everything. Coach, you telling me they got him, they got LeBoy, they got Marion, they got Nigel. Hold on. And they got Kristen Hodge. So they won the state, whatever, they won the high, did they win everything in their division? Alfio said it's over 8 Division I coaches watching head coach PJ. Excuse me. The coach is not watching PJ Couisnard. So that's a lie. They're watching the players. Alfio. Let me let y'all see what Alfio put on the screen. They're not watching him. They got to be watching a player out there. They can't be watching him. What did they win? Tell me what did St. Francis Episcopal won this year. Did they win the private school championship of Texas? Somebody said yes, they did. Tell me what did they win? Somebody put the information out there. Give me, just don't say yes, they did. Send me what they put out there. Alfio, they're not watching PJ Couisnard, coach. All right, they're not. They're in there looking at some players in there. Since you saying 8 Division I, give us the name of the 8 Division I coaches that are in there watching and who the players that they're watching, because they can't be watching the coach. They ain't watching the coach. Y'all see how we see how that's misinformation right there, right here. That's Somebody said Taps 3A state type. Okay, all right. Coach, I didn't know nothing about that, but I know they had to be winning something. Hold up, y'all. I got to get my water. Hold on. They had, with all of these dudes y'all telling me they got. So they won the 3A class. Okay. Now it makes sense. Y'all, let me give me some water. Hold up. Cause we finna get into it. We finna talk. And I love to talk about this stuff, because y'all gotta understand, when I'm talking about high school basketball, I'm coming from the purest place in the world. I'm coming from a former athlete. I'm coming from a dad who's had a Division I athlete. I'm coming from a guy who sponsored a team that everyone on the team got a Division I scholarship. So I'm coming from a different space than a lot of people. Coming from a different space. And I don't do this every day, but I've experienced this as a dad, as a dad, as a coach, as a summer coach. I did it all. Coached the little June bugs before. I ain't never want to coach the big boy. I ain't never want to coach the big boy. But I was the GM and the sponsor and all that kind of stuff. So when I'm talking about this, I'm coming from a pure space. I don't have no team for your son to get on. I don't have no program for your son to play in. I just want your son to get whatever you and your family wants out of it. And I'm going to give you some information sometime, and you might not agree with the information. Chris Walker told me a long time ago, he said, stop giving like personal consultations. Stop giving. Make their ass pay you. Because then if they pay you, they're going to listen to the information. If you keep just talking to these parents for free and giving them all this great ass advice, they're going to go do what the hell they want to. But if they pay for it, they're going to value it. He said no one flies in from out of town to watch the coach. Thank you, Sterling Creeks. But see, that's misinformation. That's all it is. I don't think it was disinformation. I don't think Alfio intentionally, he just loved his school. He's teach at the school, so he loved the school. Last year, Saint Francis, all W's and taps. They had an overall 28-10 record. Okay, all right. What they should have. All of these dudes on the team, and y'all telling me they cold. Now I want to. Y'all, guess what? I got to come back to town. So I got to come back so I can see them. Nigel, see that I got your name back right, Nigel. Nigel, I got to come. Hey, Nigel, when I show up, man, you better play. I ain't gonna tell you when I'm showing up. Oh, and by the way, somebody just said, whoa. Somebody, hold up. Let me get Jimmy a plug here. Nigel Nim, I hope this is right. Nigel Nim, you said Nigel Nim. Hold on. What's the name of St. Francis Episcopal? They got too many of these saints. They play Shadow Creek in November on that Friday at the Hicks at the RCS Sports Season Open game at 8:30. 8:30 in November. 8:30 in November. 8:30. Nigel, LeBoy, Omarion, Kristen Hart. You got Michael Collins. You got what's my guy? Hold up, y'all! I told you my brain is going crazy today. Well, what? Y'all give me what's my guy play with Mike? The other guard. Somebody give it to me quick. I'm telling you, I can't remember all them names right now. What's my young guy? The one got hurt a couple years. Oh man, y'all give me the kid's name right quick. Come on, y'all. Then they got Aiden Law just came on there. Wait a minute now. Hold up. His name is popping in my head right now. What's my kid's name, man? Bryce Jackson. I don't need y'all. Bryce, my bad. I just had a brain. I know Bryce. I know who you is, baby. You done ball, so you get the call. I know who you are. But Bryce Jackson, Michael Collins, Aiden Law, little Aiden Lewis. Who else on the team that I remember? Y'all too late on them texts. Y'all too late. Y'all too late on the text. Y'all text me too late. Going against the boy, Nigel, Kristen Haas, and Omarion Harvey. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Aiden Law didn't play for this team, did he? Oh, he played for St. Oh, Aiden Law played for St. Thomas Episcopal. Man, I can't keep all these saints, man. Hey, y'all, the saints and the ain'ts and the can'ts, I can't remember all these. We got a St. Francis Episcopal. We got a St. Thomas Episcopal. We got a St. Thomas. We got a St. John's. We got a Saint. Boy, it's a whole lot of saints. This world should be on its way to great prosperity with all these saints. But I can't wait. Y'all. I didn't even plan on talking about this. That's all right. Thank you, Doug Jones. For keeping us updated on keeping us updated on that kind of stuff, man. And you know what? All you people trying to go to the NBA, right? All you guys and your mamas and dads want you to go to the NBA. That is Moody. Did y'all know that Markelle Fultz don't have a job? He was number 1 pick in the draft. They switched and picked him over Jason Tatum and De'Aaron Fox. I think this dude it's 30 days left to camp. and he don't have a job, and he was the #1 pick. Man, I got to call president today. President, Aiden Law? Tell me, because I ain't never seen him. Tell me, I don't remember his game. Tell me what's good about Aiden Law's game. Tell me what. Give me some Aiden Law. Give me an Aiden Law scouting report. Somebody other than Herb. Somebody other than Herb, give me an Aiden Law. Man. Y'all shout, is this getting good? Give me an Aiden Law. Damn, Saddle Creek. I'm kind of lacking this, man. I might have to bring grandson back out there for the basketball season. I can't miss this. I can't miss it. I'm not just finna be out here and going to see Bryce James play out there. No. I saw him play the other day. I don't want to see him play too much no more. Y'all, some unique stuff happened this morning. And if it happened to any other university, he said, I watched them play when I came. They played against which, but I just don't remember his game. I just don't remember his game. Y'all, I can watch you play, and then I don't remember your game. I remember certain people was playing in that game. I think I went when they played Second Baptist. He's a hold up. Tough player. Oh, I love that. He gonna fit right in. I said, all you had to do is tell me he was a tough player. If he tough, he gonna fit in over there. He gonna fit in over there. Oh my God. So you got him, you got Mike, you got Bryce, you got Aiden. Then he can shoot. Thank you, man. That's all I need to know. But y'all, let me tell y'all something. Something happened over the last couple of days. I promise you, these are my words. I give you my word. These are my words. I don't know what the hell going on. But if it happened at any other university, I would talk about it. So I got to talk about it because that's the way I am. But overnight, I got some reports. I don't know how true the reports are. It was just somebody reporting that my alma mater, University of Memphis, fired 4 coaches. And the reason I have to say people reported because they switched out one of the coaches for another coach because they said it was these coaches. Then they said it was these coaches. Then they said this coach, so I'm getting conflicting reports. Okay? Getting conflicts. Law is highly athletic. Remember, he brought down the house last year in the Rucker on the Wood. I don't remember. Robert, you're going to need some Garrett's popcorn. Okay. But, hold on. You know, it said timing is not a deal. We're going to move quickly, complete a staff. They said one day, this one guy, here's Penny. Okay, Penny had a prepared statement. I hadn't heard. Y'all got to realize, I haven't talked to him. I texted him. He ain't text me back. So he got a prepared statement. He said, I want to thank Rick. See, I didn't know. I didn't see this before I came on the show. I want to thank Rick, Faraji, Jamie, and Demetrius for their service to the University of Memphis. See, it's another coach. One coach was in the other report. See, that's why I like to sit back and wait, y'all. That's why I like to sit back and wait. But let me finish what Penny said. He said, these are great. He said, these are good coaches that I have worked with closely over the past few seasons. But I made a difficult decision to go in a new direction with our staff. The timing is not ideal, but I wanted to give the team the best opportunity to reach our goals of winning the American Conference and advancing to the NCAA tournament. With a season rapidly approaching, we are going to move quickly on a staff. I haven't talked to Penny. Every word that I'm giving you is from Robert Hatter. I promise you. If I'd have talked to him, I would have told y'all. I didn't even know he made a. I didn't even know he did that. But the report mentioned another coach named Jermaine Johnson was in there. See, that's why I don't jump to the conclusions. I have to go. I wait, y'all. So, last year, Penny had a 15. They was 15-1 or 15-2. Balling. Beat A&M, beat Virginia, beat all of these people. Then they get the conference, come back after Christmas, and something didn't go right. So, this is my words. You think I'm finna go back in the season with them same damn coaches I had? It didn't work. When you're a leader, you be alone. Have I told y'all about being leadership? I don't know what happened. Me and this man, I'm gonna tell you the truth, and I'm gonna give it. Me and him has never talked about one of his coaches ever. Y'all got to realize, me and him got so much other stuff that we talk about. By the time I've been and forgot certain stuff that I need to talk to him about, because me and him got 30-something years of talking. Some people say, Robert, it's the turnover of the coaches. If your ass ain't doing the job, I'm supposed to just keep you there. And a wise man called me early this morning. Y'all remember I told you I talked to somebody this morning, didn't I? He said, Rob, he says a couple of things. He said something happened. Here's his speculation. He said, usually when stuff like this happens, there's a fireable offense that's occurred. I'm just giving y'all what Coach told me this morning. Division I coach. And if you don't take care of it, you're going to be the next one to get fired. So if Robert Hatter, if Chad Groff and Sonia Billingsley and Trey Phillips, they done did something shady, and it's a fireable offense, and I don't want to fire him, and then I got a new boss, a new AD, he said, all right, that next time something like this happens, I'm going to protect, listen. They said the captain go down with the ship, but you got to protect the brand. Somebody said Mike's still there. Mike who? Kevin Allen. See, I got to talk about this, y'all, because if it was any other school, if it was Texas, y'all know I would have been talking about it. If any other, I was told, guess what? It's Memphis. I got to talk about it. Y'all, I don't want to play about this kind of stuff, man. I never forget. The Grizzlies. Taylor Jenkins is the Grizzly coach. You know what management told him? I need you to find, I need you to, hey, look. I need some people, I need some dogs in here that's going to get, see, I went to again. That's going to get Jamal, what's his name? Durant, get JJ Jackson, And all of these guys in the right place to go. I need some coach. So he had to fire 3 coaches. Taylor Jenkins did. Because if he don't fire them, then you the next. Yeah, Mike Davis still there. John Morant. I'm sorry. John Morant. So he had to fire them coaches. But see, based on the optics, and the coach told me, Rob, take your relationship out of the conversation with Penny. Just talk to me. See, based on the optics, taking friendship away. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. Penny chose those guys, and y'all got to realize it's hard to find good help out here. Yes. It's hard. I don't know why he chose them. I don't know. I have never, ever. I tell you what, coaches send me their resumes. I always forward them to him. If he called me back and said, what about this guy? What you think? Then I'll say something. But it sounds crazy, but maybe it makes sense because this is an important year for him. It's an important year for this university. Y'all got to realize this university is one of the top universities in NIL money. It's one of the top on the list. This is not supposed, this is a Power 5 because they spend, their budget is Power 5. Yeah. But their conference is not considered Power 5, but that program is a Power 5 school. But I just want, I don't know what happened. When I find out, if you ever tell me, I'll share it with you. But I saw some stuff, y'all. Y'all know I can't get off on here without talking about my homegirl. Or should I go there? Or should I go here? I say, I saw this op-ed. I saw this, I want to share it with you. Y'all walk me through it. Comment. I'll stop it, and then we'll comment. But I found this interesting. This guy wrote this article. He went to Auburn. He attended Auburn, and he wrote this article. Amazing man. I've been following his work for the last about 4 or 5 years. And in the heading of this op-ed, it's called Auburn University's basketball coach is not a fan of Kamala Harris. He said Bruce Pearl shared some thoughts about Kamala Harris, socialist, woke, progressive beliefs, but we all know what he meant. Just in case you've been on a rock, let me find it for you. Let me put it up there for you. Tom Cotton, go look him up. Redneck congressman from, yes, I said it, from Arkansas. He tweeted, Kamala Harris is so extreme, she wants to kick you off the health insurance you get through your job, which is a lie. Like a true San Francisco radical, she wants everyone, even illegal aliens, on a government plan, which is a lie. Okay? So he told 2 lies and tweeted. But this college basketball coach named Bruce Pearl, this what he tweeted. This what he tweeted. Thank you for pointing this out, Senator Cotton. What? Point out the lies? Except my guess is that, like many of her socialists, woke, y'all know what they mean when they say woke, progressive belief, she is changing them or hiding them to get elected. We won't get fooled again. Now, unless this man is the dumbest fool on the earth, majority of your players are black, but the majority of why you making that money that you making up there, you clown, using black athletes on the bodies of black athletes, and black families love this woman. Go back to the article written. He put a word up there called fanatic. Y'all know how I feel about it. I tell y'all, I'm not a fan because it's the root word for fanatic. You know, I always tell y'all. So he put the definition. He said, a person exhibiting excessive enthusiasm and intense, uncritical devotion toward some controversial matter, as in religion and politics. Then, from the Latin, he even went to the Latin word. You know, we went to the Latin. It's called fanatious, mad, enthusiastic, inspired by God, also furious, mad, originally, pertaining to a temple, from phantom, temple, shrine, consecrated places. Then the guy said, I'm not a fan of America. But he said, I don't hate my country. Y'all, somebody writing this. I'm just paraphrasing this. I'm reading his article. He said, but as a black man who knows this country's history and has felt its wrath, I am genetically incapable of accessing the excessive enthusiasm and intense uncritical devotion toward this country that patriotic fanaticism demands. He can write too. To be fair, I've never he said, I never quite know what hating or loving America means. Does loving America mean you shouldn't accept this country's flaws and cherish the inhumane acts of terrorism this nation committed against people who look like me? If I hate America, does that mean I despise every single American, including George Washington, my mother, and the persons who checks my receipt when I exit the Walmart? What if someone loved this country so much that they criticize the Democratic president's flaws and protest GOP policies? Should I hate critics who want to improve the country I love? So no, I'm not a fan of America. I am an American. Y'all got to hear this. This is off. He said, I'm not a fan of Auburn University. I don't hate my alma mater, but as a black man who graduated from Auburn and understand its racial history, I am genetically incapable of showing uncritical devotion, like what fandom mean, to Alabama's largest predominantly white land grant institution. Besides the buildings named after slave owners, Confederate soldiers, and a governor who also served as the exalted cyclops of the Ku Klux Klan, Auburn is funded by taxpayer base that is 27% black and 69% white. Yet, the student body is 4% black and 81% white. According to the Biden administration, since 1983, the school has received more than $527 million that legally belongs to Alabama A&M, the state's historically black land-grant university, whose alums are demonized as a tough crowd, a rough crowd, a different group after the two played on Saturday. Yes, I got it. I'm going to put it up there. This is what they said about the Alabama. This is what the Auburn fans said about the Alabama people. Hold up. Did I put it up there? Did I put it up there? No, I did. This is what they said. This is what they said. Agree. The marijuana smelled so bad and a fight broke out once the game had started. Then they said Alabama A&M is a rough crowd. Many nice people, but overall way rougher than what we used to. This Auburn talking. Fans. The quad was full of people with no fan colors, smelling the pot everywhere, not sure what was going on, but didn't seem like fans because they were alumni. Not the ones I saw. No colors, no tent, no shakers, no nothing. Wow. Let me continue. He said, by the way, I was not at the game. Jay Jackson, you got to hear this now. All you people sending y'all kids to these schools, you got to know who this is, y'all. This got something to do with sports. And I told you, sports and politics, all of this stuff intertwined. You might think it ain't affecting your ass, but after this, I'm going to tell you how it affects you. But keep going. He said, by the way, I was at the game. The rough crowd at the rare in-state PWI versus HBCU matchup was composed of black alumni from both schools wearing their fraternity and sorority colors. I have never attended an Auburn game when I didn't smell the scent of marijuana. But because I know that white students from 18 to 25 and white people in general are more likely to use marijuana, I don't complain. Let me keep going. Thank you. That is Moody. He said, why I appreciate the housing, education, and most important, the opportunity to create a better life that Auburn provided. I earned that stuff. Alabama's black taxpayers built the classrooms and the libraries that exclude black students for a century. I cheer for the football team and I yell War Eagle to strangers in airports, knowing that the black athletes provide most of the $195 million in sports revenue the school made in 2023. Even though the university recently closed its Office of Inclusion and Diversity. See, I ain't the only one thinking like this. This man writing this. I've been telling y'all about this for what? Months. And informed black students and alumni organizations as well as individual donors that endowed scholarships can no longer be race specific. He said, I still attend alumni functions and contribute to the scholarship fund. I acknowledge that my individual contributions might seem comparatively small, but my intuition, activism, hard work, and my people built this place. I am not an Auburn fan. I am an Auburn alumnus. To be fair, in a state where college sports is a religion, you are expected to hate something. Not doing so can get a person or a politician or a tree excommunicated from the congregation of the living. Y'all, they poisoned the tree up there at Auburn. Alabama fan went and poisoned the tree, the big tree on Toomer's Corner where they throw all the toilet paper. Some ignorant ass fan went and poisoned the tree, injected the tree to kill the tree. But unlike the obnoxious houndstooth flip-flop wearers who worship at the Church of the Crimson Tide, despite never stepping foot in a classroom at the University of Alabama, again, I do not hate those Bamas, he said. I am not excessively devoted to Auburn. He said, as a student, I led protests against the administration and called out the university's bigotry in the school's newspaper. As a journalist, this guy's a journalist, Michael Harrod is his name, I have publicly criticized the school. He said, I love Auburn the way black people love America. Bruce Pearl is not a fan of Kamala Harris. You might not recognize Auburn's head men's basketball coach when he's running around with his shirt out, shirtless, through Auburn stands, proudly displaying his bare chest excessive enthusiasm. During his tenure, Pearl has led the Tigers to 6 NCAA tournaments, 2 regular season conference championships, an SEC tournament championship, and a Final Four appearance. But all of those trophies, a happy-go-lucky reputation, a legion of fanatics, and millions of dollars are not enough for Pearl. As a religious figure in the Church of College Hoops and Game Day Saints, he is legally required to hate something. So Bruce Pearl chose black people. Quoting a tweet by the mass incarceration advocate, anti-history, critical race theorist, and make-believe Army Ranger, Senator Tom Cotton. Let me repeat. This dude here, just in case you didn't remember. Let me put him back up there. This guy right here. Bruce Pearl chose that he had to hate something, so he chose to hate black people. By requoting a tweet by a mass incarceration advocate, Tom Cotton. Anti-history, Tom Cotton. Critical race theorist, Tom Cotton. And a make-believe Army Ranger, Senator Tom Cotton of Arkansas. Y'all remember, I told you ain't but 100 of these senators. He one of them. He one of the most powerful men on this redneck. That's why I call him a redneck. I just gave you his stuff. Y'all hear me now? On August the 26th, Bruce Pearl took the opportunity to condemn Democratic President nominee Kamala Harris for her socialist and woke progressive beliefs. Here it is, y'all. Y'all can go back and look at it. See, I told y'all, you parents, them coaches, determine not whether or not they're gonna recruit your son because of their social media, right? Can't you hold them to the same standard if you ain't scared? Let me keep going. When fans, social media users, and even sports columnists in Alabama criticize Pearl's statement and ask why black players would play for him. Y'all know what his ass said. Hold up. The guy didn't say this. That's Robert Hatter. I'm sorry. Let me read. Let me keep reading. Y'all know how I am. When the paper asked him, he doubled down. All you recruits who plan on going there, when they asked him about it, he doubled down. He said, we got 6 guys from Atlanta in the NBA. Pearl told the podcaster Dan Dawkins, which is another redneck, explaining that 80 to 90% of his players are black. Auburn is a little bit less leaning conservative. This is what Bruce Pearl said. But if you love your God, if you love your country, if you love your neighbor, if you want to be great, Auburn is an amazing place to come. That's what that damn fool said. He said, I'm not even critical of anyone who criticizes me. I think in this country, you should have the right to make that criticism. I may not agree with it, but I'm okay with it. And Bruce Pearl, I don't agree with your ass and your philosophies. You didn't even apologize for it. You doubled down on it. But let me keep going. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. I know y'all need to be sharing this. Y'all need to be sharing. I know some people over there saying, wow. And some of y'all don't like for me to talk about these white coaches like that. I know it. Y'all love them. And that's good. That's good. But I'm just telling it like a TI is. Let me get back to the article. Because Robert Hatter, y'all know I'll go off script. Because I know these people, man. I know what's happening. I told y'all. To be a conscious black man, you always walk around in a rage. Because you know what these folks doing to your people. And your people so dumb. I love him. I love Donald Trump. He loves black people. Ask the Central Park 5. Ask the families who they wouldn't allow, if you black, wouldn't allow the rent in his apartments. He loved you though. Okay. Bruce Pearl works for an institution and a state where wokeness has been successfully demonized as the bitter rival of the white majority. Maybe Pearl was just brown-nosing his anti-woke boss, Alabama governor and Auburn trustee Kay Ivey. Look her riding ass up. Last year, Ivey ousted early childhood education secretary Dr. Barbara Cooper over a pre-kindergarten book that includes the words like structural racism and white privilege. Perhaps Pearl was summoning the spirit of stupidity from former Auburn football coach turned politician, Senator Tommy Tuberville, Republican from Alabama, known as the stupidest senator and the most ignorant man in D.C. Tuberville often rails against wokeness and doesn't understand what socialism means. But even the scattered, y'all, this man writing his ass off. He said, but even the scattered tooth Trump supporters who brought multiple camouflage Crimson Tide t-shirts from the Tuscaloosa Walmart because they want to look nice at the church on Sunday. The church is the football game or the basketball, whatever. Seriously. Some of my best friends, he said, Alabamians, understand what Ivy, Tuberville, and Pearl mean when they call somebody woke or a socialist. They mean black people. This is the best thing that I've heard on this feed in seven years. Sonia Sandifer said it's time to help him lose his job, and that program should be ruined when they can't recruit our children. Thank you, Sonia Sandifer. Where have you been all my life? In case you don't know, if you're sending your son down there, this is how you feel about your black ass son. Let me repeat that. That's how he feels. When he had a chance to take it back, he doubled down. And all he gonna tell you, shit, all you had to do is read on me. I told you I wasn't shit. But I like the assistant coaches. They're so nice. Them black ass dudes they just doing that for a job. Y'all, and even talking about the NIL, y'all worse than them damn people that come on Fox News. Because they coming on Fox News. Them black ass people come on Fox News. Candace Owens and all them, they did it for the money. So you people would do anything for money. But let me keep going. What was that? They mean black people. To be clear, Bruce Pearl does not believe Kamala Harris is a socialist. Even if he didn't know that Kamala Harris has never proposed a single policy that fits the actual definition of socialism. He could find out by walking 8 minutes from his campus office to the largest library in the state of Alabama. But he didn't do that. He might discover that Huddy Ledbetter was talking about the institutional racism in the state of Alabama when he coined the term stay woke. Even worse, if Auburn's coach actually read books, he might discover a truth more uncomfortable than Kamala Harris and wearing shirts. Bruce Pearl might be the biggest benefactor or the biggest beneficiary of woke progressive socialism in America. If Pearl hates woke progressive policies that address social and economic equality, he really hates the Morrill Act. I done told y'all that about on this show. The Morrill Act, which established land-grant universities, including a school named Auburn University. Why doesn't Pearl consider the $500 million that his employees stole from Alabama A&M to pay his salary as an example of socialism? Even though only 2% of Auburn students are black men, by Pearl's own admission, 80 to 90% of his players that built his money and built his success at Auburn are black. My black mamas and daddies who thinking about taking your son to that damn school. When Bruce Pearl made his first NCAA appearance as Auburn head coach in 2018, the disparity between black men enrolled at Auburn University was 3%, and the athletes who played revenue-generating sports, 77% black male, was the second highest in the nation, according to the University of Southern California's Race and Equity Center. In all fairness, using the work, talent, tax money, and revenue produced by black people to build white generational wealth is just how college sports work. Bruce Pearl. I got to get some water. Y'all know I've been talking. While Pearl works for one of the most profitable athletic departments in America. The schools, $500 million heist that they stole from A&M is below the 816 million average that most states stole from black institutions. Y'all, my problem is, how do they steal this money and why can't we get it back? Somebody explain that to me. But if Pearl's arbitrary definition of socialism exists anywhere in America, not only is Auburn the prototype, because the government, socialism is the government giving you stuff. The government, if they don't like socialism, why don't we just give it to A&M? Give that $500 million to A&M. While Pearl works for one, like I was telling you. If Pearl's arbitrary definition of socialism exists anywhere in America, not only is Auburn the prototype, but Pearl is the fourth highest paid socialist in his profession. As an employee of an institution that steals millions of tax dollars from black people to pay his salary and fund scholarship for the black players who made him everything that he is and will ever be, Bruce Pearl should thank his almighty God for every single one of the woke, progressive, socialist policies he hates. Fred Gray, a woke, progressive socialist attorney who represents the plaintiffs in the Montgomery bus boycott, also represented Dr. Harold Franklin, a woke progressive who forced Auburn University to admit black students before being denied his master's degree in history because, I wish I was making this up, a dissertation on the fight for black equality was considered too controversial. This wasn't part of the distant past, ladies and gentlemen. Pearl was alive when this happened. He was coaching at Auburn University when the school's final award Franklin his degree. If not for woke, progressive, black socialists like Gray, Franklin, Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, Bruce Pearl wouldn't have a job. It was woke black activists who convinced an unwoke, non-progressive former vice president named Lyndon Baines Johnson to sign the Civil Rights Act of 1964. In fact, in the residents of Alabama had heard a Jewish man was bringing black players to school that refused to admit black players during Pearl's lifetime before woke, progressive, socialists fixed it. The white people of Alabama would have killed him. Axe Lead Belly. And of course, it is fair for Pearl to criticize Kamala Harris' actual policies. But those were lies. I don't mind him because I'm a criticizer. I'm going to be the first one. I criticize Biden. I criticize Barack. People will get mad at me. I love Barack, but I'm criticizing. It's fair for him to criticize Kamala on her policies. No one would have complained if he tweeted about how Harris refused to use the death penalty as California's Attorney General and called her the most progressive DA in California. I don't know if y'all knew that. Kamala Harris refused to use the death penalty as the DA. She said, no, you ain't killing these folks. I bet you Ice Cube ain't said that. And the rest of them people who talk about her, I bet you them dudes on your group chat hadn't said that. But let me keep going. As other district attorneys have done, They call her the most progressive DA in California. He could have even dog whistled to his fellow conservatives to point out that Harris supported marriage equality before it was legal. And it was in favor of taxing the wealthy. But as a divorcee who violated so many rules that the NAACP, talking about Pearl, banned him from coaching basketball multiple times, y'all. Rallying about sanctity of marriage or personal accountability would make him sound like a hypocrite. Pearl wasn't technically qualified to coach when Auburn hired him, and is often criticized for his postseason failures. So he can complain about the mediocrity. Yes, Bruce Pearl is a DEI hire. Like most white wing zealots, Pearl is not an actual Christian conservative, a family values guy, or a believer of law and order. Still, Pearl is right when he says that he should be free to say whatever he chooses. But Pearl's duplicity, his politics, and his political belief are not the problem here. The real problem is much simpler. Can I help you out with this? Bruce Pearl doesn't care. And I'm about to close. He doesn't care about how his weaponization of wokeness belittles the history and the struggle of black taxpayers who would pay him $5.7 million this year. He doesn't care how his words further marginalize the black students whose tuition paid for the phone and the internet service he used to tweet his thoughts out. He doesn't care about the people who risked their careers, their safety, and their lives for the black men who made him a success. He doesn't care about their families or their communities or their ancestors or their hard work of their taxpayers' dollars that gave Pearl everything that he have ever had and made him everything that he ever would be. I'm not saying Auburn's basketball coach hates black people. But perhaps he just loved Donald Trump. As someone who doesn't know Trump's history or has felt his wrath, it's entirely possible that Pearl is genetically incapable of caring what a Trump presidency would mean for black America. Or maybe Bruce Pearl just feels about Kamala Harris the way Donald Trump feels about black people. He's obviously not a fan. Y'all, we needed that. Our community need to understand that. This woman come on and say a speech the other day. And these people y'all got to hear this. Please let me. I know I put it on there. Hold on. That ain't it. Let me see something. Y'all give me 1 second. Yeah, here it is. Take a look at this.
People, you may not be a union member, but you better thank unions for that 5-day work week. Thank unions for sick leave. Thank unions for paid family leave. Thank unions for your vacation time. Because when union wages go up, everybody everybody's wages go up. Everywhere I go, I tell people, look, you may not be a union member. You better thank a union member for the 5-day work week. You better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time. Because what we know is when union wages go up, everybody's wages go up. You know, everywhere I go, I tell people.
Y'all, they said this woman was trying to code switch and talk a different way. She talked the same way every time. Somebody told me this today. He said, the Trump campaign has said this internally. Y'all hear me this. They can't make people like Donald Trump. So their goal is to make people hate Kamala Harris. And if they can't get Americans to hate Kamala Harris, then they understand that she'll win. Yo, this Fox guy came at the White House, listen to me, y'all, to the White House press conference with Karine Stephens-Pierre. And this is what he said.
Why does the vice president have what sounds like a Southern accent?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well,
I mean, this is...
she was talking about unions in Detroit using one tone of voice.
Is this something that you think...
Same line.
Okay, Peter.
That she used the same line in Pittsburgh, and it sounded like she at least had some kind of a Southern drawl.
I mean, do you hear the question that you're... I mean, do you think Americans seriously think that this is an important question? They care... You know what they care about? They care about the economy. They care about lowering costs. They care about health care. That's what Americans care about.
So
that's what they want to hear.
This is something...
They care about, your colleague just asked me about, what basically we talked about, went back and forth about democracy and freedom. That's what they care about. I'm not even going to entertain some question about the president. It's just, hearing it sounds so ridiculous.
Well, but hearing it is...
The question, I'm talking about the questions is just insane.
Is that how she talks in meetings here?
I'm just, Peter, we're moving on. We're still moving around. Go ahead, Anita.
Did y'all hear that damn fool? He didn't want to say Southern accent. Since when does VP have sound like a Southern accent? Did y'all hear what these people be asking, man? That's a Trumper that works for Fox. Now y'all know why I don't support Fox. Let me tell y'all something. This entire conversation around VP's dialect is rooted in how little some white people know about black people. This is the worst what you call it, journalism at its worst. How did this dude get... That is Moody, you can't get in that White House. How do he get in the White House? Y'all know what she did yesterday? And this dude didn't actually, y'all know I want to call him something. She laid out an economic plan. Y'all, make sure you splice this out and get it to you guys. You know what she did? She laid out an economic plan to cut unnecessary red tape, making it easier for small businesses to file taxes, reducing barriers to getting occupational license across states, and reducing burdensome small business regulations while expanding the startup expense reduction for smaller businesses from $5,000 to $50,000 to help meet the needs faced by American entrepreneurs when starting a business, and most of them people are black and black women. So all you people talking about what she ain't done for black people. But y'all real quiet when this happened. Sounds like economic policy to me. Helping small business, and which are the lifeblood of our economy. Keep the same energy, y'all. You guys who tweeting about her, talking about where she at. Who is that talking about her policies? Which one of them little bastards, them little guys talking about she ain't got no policies? She gonna make this happen. Her and Joe already been working on it. Doug, you hear me, Doug? Thank you, Doug. Doug can say it. I can't say it. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman, this wonderful woman, who she rocking, she gonna rock every day. She gonna rock every Wednesday to me. She's building a Democratic coalition. She knows the bench is deep and full of good folks like her that care about people. So she went and spent, I think, it's conflicting reports. She took, I think, about $38 million out of her campaign and put it down ballot to help the other guys win the races, because she know she gonna need them in Congress. Keep going, Kamala Harris. She is not just playing to win. She playing to govern, ladies and gentlemen. All gas and no brakes. Y'all, the DNC, are not, this is an unprecedented down ballot spending. Harris and the DNC are shipping millions of dollars to committee from the committee to support the Senate, the House Senate races. And this old clown up here who running against Ted Cruz, this old redneck ass black dude, all red. I want you to win because I hate Ted Cruz, but you ignorant enough not to tap into some of this. Your stupid behind. And he talking about she code switching. Trying to act, talking about, do she talk like that in meetings? She talk like that all the time. I didn't see no change in her voice. Boy, I love this. Doug, I love this. Doug. Send something here. Doug, send something here, Doug. Doug, I want you to splice this out and send it to your youngsters. Doug, to my young voters. I like to make sure I got it. I'm going too fast. It's around that. Oh, yeah. Y'all, I thank y'all. I thank God for this platform. Where would y'all get this information if I wasn't saying it? Where? To my young people. Where would you get this? But my young people, you don't care about politics, but your landlord does. That's how he keeps your rent high. You don't care about politics, but your boss does. That's why he keep your pay low. You don't care about politics, but your insurance company does. That's how he keeps your premiums high. All of this stuff is politics. So politics involved in everything around you. So if you're not on the table, then you're not at the table, then you're on the menu. We need you to be at every level of government and be involved. At the dog catcher to the president. Make sure you're involved in every level of government, because with your voice there, that means your voice actually matters. You can't complain if you don't vote, man. You can't abstain from voting. Excuse me, I'm sorry. You can abstain from voting, but you cannot abstain from the world created by those of us who do vote. I've never understood these apolitical people, as though their lives aren't being affected whether they care about politics or not. Yo, we got so much stuff, man, to do. I'll just keep on going, because I know it was talking about an old school trick. Watch this. It's an old school trick to try to convince you it's somebody else versus the rich guy at the top. See, they want me and Doug fighting with each other. They want me and Sonya fighting with each other. They want me and Mark Edwards fighting each other. They want me and Thaddeus Moody fighting with each other. They're going to convince me. They're trying to convince me that it's Doug's fault, not Jeff Bezos' fault. That's why I keep telling y'all always mad about how much the player make. Man, he need to go on in, man. He on my fantasy team. But none of y'all said nothing about the owner not paying him. Jerry Jones rotten ass not paying him. We always side with the rich guy. That's the one that's hurting your life. That's the one who keep your premiums high. That's the one who keep your rent high. That's the one who won't want to pay you a livable wage. What's this company? It's a company. What's the name of this company? I'm trying to think of the name of the company. Paid $20 million to all his executives in bonuses. Still don't want to pay. Hotels, Marriott. Man been making $10 an hour for 17 years. Old school trick. Some black men might be pointing the finger at a black woman. People got mad at me just talking about a tweet. A black man mad at me because I'm talking about something on my show. This is how effed up we are. Some black men pointing fingers at black women. See, you want to convince, you're trying to be convinced. They want to convince you it's somebody else. The reason my program is because they talking about my program on the Chop Shop. That's why my program ain't that good. That's why we losing. That's why we winning. That's why we. Some black folks might point the finger at the immigrants. They want you pointing fingers, Doug. Poor white folks point their fingers at the blacks. They want you to point it at somebody else. Don't point it at the rich guy. Don't point it at Mark Zuckerberg. Don't point it at Elon Musk. Don't point it at them. Point it at Sonya. It's Sonya Billings' fault. It's a terrible cycle that we do, ladies and gentlemen. Versus, it's always, y'all, when stuff happens, it's the rich guy at the top. Always. And the rich guy at the top win when you're pointing the finger to the person who is either on your level or in your social hierarchy, may be considered not as powerful as you in the social hierarchy. And because you have more interactions with them, like you have more interactions with the players than the owners, with the person closer to you, it's easier for you to point them out. It's easier for you to get mad at the players for holding out. It's easier for you to get mad at Jamar Chase But that's his only recourse, is to hold out. Once he played, they don't have to do nothing. Instead of versus the billionaire. But but if they can convince you that it's somebody else, then they're winning. I just hope we don't fall for that in significant numbers, because we got some ignorant Negroes out there. We got some ignorant people out there. They're gonna go over there and vote for Trump. They can't help it. They can't help it. See, there's always going to be outliers, y'all. There's always going to be people who just not engaged. I just hope that the majority of us are going to be clear on this. Five minutes left. Anybody got something today on Women Rock Wednesday? These people. Let me see what else I had. I had something else on y'all I wanted to share with y'all. Oh, I got that. I got it all out of the way. Damn, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thinking about don't forget TSU and Rice this week. Stop by Doug, you going to the TSU Rice game? Let me know. Trying to make sure I gave y'all everything I wanted to today. That's why I'm going. I'm going down the line. But I remember the other day I was talking about Labor Day, and somebody called me and said, "Man, I just didn't know, man. I just didn't know." But I do want y'all to really understand that politicians are not your friends. I'm going to repeat it again. Politicians are not your friends. I don't care whether Joe Biden like me or not, or whether I like him. He is a tool. Is he going to do everything I want to do? No. Hell no. But if you're going to use that as a standard, why aren't you fighting the United States of America? Because they ain't did everything that you want. If you want me to just leave y'all uninformed, then let me know. If you want to tune out, then just say that. Because the social structure that we are in, the CNNs and the MSNBCs and all of them, they would put Leonard McKelvey, Charlemagne the God, on television and say to him, "What do you think about black politics today?" That should tell you all you need to know about the social structure we're living in. They put him on there to be the spokesman for y'all. He don't think nothing like me or you. If you want to depend on that social, that's why I said be careful where you get your information from. Because it's going to guide how you move through the world. But if you're going to depend on the social structure to guide you how you move through the world, then you have lost your rabbit-ass mind. But I'm going to help you restore it. Because the delivery system is still here. And we can unlock it. So your natural intelligence and capacity will take over. You will respond to fresh water. That's how we need to solve this. We need to keep pouring fresh water. What I gave you today is fresh water. We ain't getting in that dirty-ass muddy pool no more. I got to leave kind of on time today, y'all, because I got to go to an appointment. We need to tell people like Leonard McKelvey, Charlemagne the God. You know, some people, instead of just denouncing him, this is what y'all say to him. Could you please take a little bit of that dirt out the water, Charlemagne? There's a little too much grit in there. Could you just take a little bit more off? Then you say, well, wait a minute. Did you pee in this water? Please don't do that. Don't pee in the water. Give me another glass. Just let me taste it again. That's what you're doing when you're listening into that mess. And here is all of this fresh water that we've been giving y'all all the time, and you arguing with somebody about to be in a muddy pool and whether they peed in the water or not. You're supposed to say, no, I'm good. We need to come out of that dirty water, y'all. I'm talking about summer basketball. Y'all know them dirty waters. I know a lot of y'all on here right now know where the dirty water's at. But in the meantime, I'm not going to drink into the water, to that water. Robert Hatter, I'm not going in that water to drink with you. I'm going to keep drinking this clean water over here. Flat foot clean. I'm going to keep drinking this. But I'm going to show you where it is now. And to all of the people that are following them guys into that pool, that muddy water, guys said, look, bro, why don't you come over here with us? Come on, the water is fine over here. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Biden is not your friend. No politician is your friend. If you have one of them as a friend, that's a bonus, but you should not be relying on if somebody's your friend or whether they like you or not. For your political analysis, you have to do something. Be it resolved. Once you have contemplated, once you have thought about it, once you have experienced and listened and had discussions and arguments on the chop shop and debates, we can agree to agree. And then we resolve to do something. The children are not in charge. We're supposed to be in charge. Too many generations of silent witnesses. Not enough active doers. Y'all, let's do something. And I'm out of here. I got to get down the street. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Women Rock Wednesday. I love you. All the women in the world, I love you. But Robert Hatter got to get out of here. They waiting on me. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm out.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talk this sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.